Hi, this is Suzanne Seeley with Suzanne Style Snips. Today I'm in St. Augustine, Florida, this beautiful town, actually the oldest continuously operating town in the whole United States, colonized and settled by the Spanish. Okay, in 1576, the Spanish built a little chapel on this site that you're looking at right now, this particular building. And then later in the century, they added a hospital to it, and that became the very first hospital in the United States. Then later, in the 17th century, they built this, converted it into a church. One thing I think is particularly interesting is that in the late 1970s, mid to late 1970s, the Florida State University did archaeological digs on this site, and under the floor of the graveyard and under the floor of the church, they found Native American, African American slave, and white colonist graves here. And it really was very interesting how the British and the Spanish buried their dead, their burying practices. This beautiful Mediterranean-style building here in St. Augustine houses the Casa Monica, which is a resort and a hotel, as well as a fine arts center. This is Flagler College. This beautiful colonial-style college was named after Henry Flagler, who was instrumental in the development of the state of Florida and on the East Coast Railway in Florida. So they have named this beautiful institution after him. So this is the Leitner Museum and the City Hall. Isn't it special? Look at those towers, terracotta towers. I think they're magnificent. This is the Government House. It's a landmark in the history of our nation's government from the 16th century. A building on this site has served as an administrative center and an official governor's residence and a colonial capital for almost 250 years under the Spanish and then British rule, and as an American federal building from 1821 to 1966. There's also the shopping, and there's everything you could want. Typical ice cream shops, t-shirt shops, jewelry shops, every kind of shop. But this is a lot of fun. This is the Sisters of St. Joseph, Florida Mother House. In 1850, the Sisters of St. Joseph was founded in France. And then in 1866, the first colony of 8 sisters from France landed on St. John's River on their journey to St. Augustine. So in 1874, the cornerstone was laid for the Mother House.